Live from Fox 10 News, this is Arizona Prime.
OJ's criminal trial, his civil trial. Different playing fields, different rules. Does that explain the different verdicts? I'm Steve Kraft. I'll have that story coming up on Arizona Prime.
You just watched Bailey's life crumbling around him, all because of alcohol. Find out how the stars on Party of Five hope to send a positive message by tackling this tough issue.
There's nothing cheesy about this model's latest trip to Europe when mayhem breaks loose.
One Phoenix landmark is best known for this commercial, but big plans are in the works for the building known as the Ice House.
Now here's a trip you won't want to miss. Bill Leverton is your tour guide for a trip back through time out on the Arizona road.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall.
This young lady is more than a friend to many people, just one of the reasons she's this week's Fox 10 Kid.
It's 9 o'clock with John Hook and Robin Garrison. Dave Munsey's weather and Jude Lecava sports. Live from the Prime Studio, this is Arizona Prime.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Robin Garrison.
And I'm John Hook. Thanks for joining us tonight for Arizona Prime. America's still trying to catch its collective breath after last night's decision in the OJ Simpson civil trial. As you know, a jury found Simpson liable on all counts in the deaths of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. They ordered the former football star to pay $8.5 million in compensatory damages to the Goldman family. Now the next phase of the trial gets underway beginning tomorrow. Hearings will begin to determine if Simpson has to pay punitive damages. Now the defense wanted to bar testimony about Simpson's potential earning power, but the judge denied that request.
And John, as you know, OJ Simpson now has appeared in 2 different trials in 2 different parts of town. In one courtroom, a jury finds him not guilty. In the other, another set of jurors holds him responsible for 2 murders. Why did OJ Simpson receive such different verdicts in his criminal and civil cases? Steve Kraft reveals the reasons. It's our top story, and you're seeing it first on Prime.
The first thing to remember is criminal and civil trials are very different animals. In the criminal case, prosecutors had to prove OJ's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt to win a conviction. They didn't come close to persuading the jury. But in the civil arena, the bar is set much lower. Lawyers for the Brown and Goldman families only had to convince the jury it was more likely than not OJ was responsible for the killings. Then there's the evidence. Big differences here. The jury heard much more against OJ in the civil case.
They explored some things, brought in a lot more evidence that was either not available or not pursued by the prosecutors the first time around.
Like OJ's slow-speed chase. And the panel reviewed over 30 pictures of OJ wearing the Bruno Magli shoes he denied owning. While the plaintiffs got more, OJ's defenders got less evidence into the civil trial. Take Mark Furman, the dark star of the criminal case. He didn't testify in Santa Monica, in large part because Judge Fujisaki knocked out claims of a police conspiracy, because the defense couldn't come up with anything concrete. Lacking other scenarios to consider, the civil jurors couldn't focus on anyone but OJ Simpson. More contrasts. The criminal trial was nationally televised. No cameras in the civil case. At times, Lance Ito's courtroom was up for grabs. Not so with Judge Fujisaki. Arizona's Special Assistant Attorney General on KFYI Radio gave him high marks.
The judge was in control. He wasn't dazzled by the lawyers and didn't allow perpetual questioning, which dulls effective testimony and important testimony.
But maybe the biggest difference between the 2 trials is this fact. OJ didn't have to take the witness stand in the criminal case.